he went through what I went, and so.
She did bring a brother. They're not up here yet. They're coming. They're not.
Does he want to be on here? I can sit out if he wants to be on here.
You're right there. When you get a chance,
You're on Facebook, guys.
Hey, Facebook buddies.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
Hi, guys. Hello, hello.
Hey.
Gino, can you share it on my wall and Marco's?
Yeah, this was on. Well, it was on.
Marco, you got to change it right now to public because we can't share it then.
Test 1, 2.
It was.
Yeah, I guess this is on.
You just gotta double check it because sometimes Facebook plays
Yeah.
games.
And I'll share it as well.
Say something on the mic.
Testing.
Yeah, I hear
Test
her.
1, 2.
Do you hear her?
It's on public.
Okay, we're good now?
Testing.
Yeah, I think I could hear her. Do you hear her?
Yes, one.
Say hi again. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, that's good, I think. Do you think?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Guys, we're gonna be ready in about a minute. Is that you?
Jerry, Alyssa, Jerry. She sponsors the show through Hamilton Radio.
meet
This,
You guys can talk after. Yes. Test 1, 2. Test.
good readings over here, so we're good. So we're gonna start, guys. No music. We're just gonna bring you in.
No music.
30 seconds.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wrong show.
Oh, wrong show, right?
I'm like, where's
You don't know.
Jerry music?
I'm going crazy.
Just
I
for
said-
some-
I said Sal. I said look for Sal's show and Russ's show on Tuesday night, and they're going. No, no. I'm like, oh my god, I'm losing my mind.
You're on.
Hello, guys. Hello, guys. How you guys doing today? I want to get a shout out to my sponsor, the Jerry Petito Show on Hamilton Radio. And today I have, as my guest, I have Elisa Lego. I have Jeanne Rodriguez, Michelle Gabon, and Ava Holly, and also the Jerry Petito.
Yay.
So how you guys doing?
Good.
Awesome.
We're
Thank you
good.
so
Thank
much for
you.
having me.
You're welcome. So today I'm gonna be talking a little bit about Alyssa Lego. Okay, the accomplishments of this young lady are amazing at the age of 15, with her own foundation, her own clothing line, and the community service work she does. She certainly knows the meaning of the time management. A bronze medalist in the 2016 Scholastic Olympics, the Kayla Watson Humanitarian Award, Miss New Jersey Outstanding Teens, and countless other achievements and honors. We will chat with the beautiful Elisa Lego tonight and find out what she's up to currently. I know she will be talking about her upcoming event, the second annual Shop So Struck event for autism, also her involvement in the pageant world, and what that means to her, as well as the power of pursuing your dreams and the support of family to make that all happen. Welcome, Alyssa Lego, to Teens with Dreams.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited and honored to be here.
Yeah, so you want to talk a little bit about your event you're going to have?
Sure, I'd love to. So Shop Sell Strut, it's going to be our second annual event, and it's actually coming up this Saturday. So I'm really excited. We're in like super crunch time right now, and there's still like a final stretch to buy tickets, and you can go to our Facebook page, or you can Facebook message me at Alyssa Lego for any information. If you have any last minute questions or if you'd like to attend, we'd love to see you there. It's at the Pier Event Center in South Amboy, New Jersey, and it's going to be a really fun night afternoon of philanthropy, fashion, the whole community coming together. There's going to be vendors, a marketplace, silent auction. We have a wonderful lineup of designers, and I'm just so excited to see the whole community come together. It's been a lot of work, but I know everybody's going to love it, and I just can't wait. Is it Saturday yet?
We're
It's
gonna
only
be
Thursday.
there, Marco.
Yeah.
Marco, we're gonna be there, right?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited to see everyone. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so come on, guys, and support Elisa Lego. Any other things you want to share with them?
Sure. I like to say that I'm a collection of the people that I meet, and I'm just so grateful to my village, who has helped Amanda, the co-founder, and I so much in this whole journey. It's been a crazy 2 years, but probably the best 2 years of my life. So anybody who's watching who has supported Shop Sell Strut or the Morgan Marie Michael Foundation in any way, we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts, and we have the best village in the world. So thank you so much.
Hey guys. So today as our guest, we also have Ava Holly here
Hey.
for Rose Applegate, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk to us a little bit about her?
Sure. So Rose is one of our spokesmodels, and she couldn't be here tonight. So her dream is to open a pet spa. So it's called the Petty Hotel and Pet Spa. And what she found is she also has bipolar disorder, and she found herself in shelters with animals, in animal clinics, in places where she could sit and play with the animals, and started to do some research on animal therapy and what that means. So she went into some of these hotel places, and she wants to incorporate more of like a spa feeling, like we get a spa
beautiful.
for her pets. So what she did was she set up a GoFundMe page, and she's donating half of what she takes in on the GoFundMe page to shelters in her area to help buy food for their pets that they're caring for. So that part of it will go to her building that she's working on attaining for her pet spa. And she's really in the early stages. So she's looking for people that might want to work with her, that might, really be into the animals and, all that good stuff. So find her on Facebook. It's Rose
What
Applegate.
location? What location?
And she's down in South Jersey, so she's in Summers Point. Actually, I think she's staying in Mays Landing, but they're relatively close towns to each other.
Bring it to Trenton,
Yeah,
baby.
so-
Bring it to Trenton.
Yeah, she's really excited. So she was sorry she couldn't be here tonight, but it's going to be the Petty Spa, and she's real excited about getting it started. I know Marco's a big part of what she's doing, and I'm sure we're going to hear more from her. Hopefully,
She'll also be part of my
see her.
group.
Yeah,
Say
part of
Yes.
your Say Yes group.
And
yes.
we're starting to try that. We're gonna start. I don't know when we're gonna start, but
I think next week we have a meeting or
Yes.
something. We have to
Yeah.
look at our schedule.
so hey Jerry, how
Hey,
you
baby.
been?
How you doing?
Nice to see you.
You too.
You want to say a little something?
So everybody, I'm Jerry Petito from the Jerry Petito Show on Hamilton Radio. I have some really cool things going on. I'm also the author of that book on the wall, I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. It's for addiction, and a few things about that is all proceeds will go to help people. That's what we do. It's not just about drug addiction, it's any addiction, because there's not a person out there, unfortunately, that doesn't know someone who needs help with some kind of an addiction. Okay, we all fall short no matter what. We're human. So my book could really help you guys. I also I've now been taken up by 2 other networks. I'm now going to be on PANJ Radio the first Wednesday of every month, the Jerry Petito Show, and I'm going to be every other Monday with Beverly Nation Network. So things are really happening, and it's all because of Hamilton Radio. I wouldn't have even met these people here if it wasn't for Hamilton Radio, and everybody knows my heart belongs here.
Yes,
little
thank you
spider web.
guys.
And that's the truth. It's the truth.
Yeah. So, hello. Hello.
Next.
How you guys doing?
How you doing?
So I know that.
Say it like that.
How you doing?
How you doing?
So I know I met you guys over when we were filming Ava's show, and I know that these ladies over here have their foundation, and it's called Unforgotten Haven. Do you guys want to tell us a little bit about your foundation?
You go first.
Well, we go first.
You go first.
We got it down now.
Talk right in.
Hamilton?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. The Unforgotten Haven. I will discuss, I guess, what we do. Everything that we do at our building, it's located in Blackwood, New Jersey, is 100% free for families in need.
Oh.
So we help house fire victims, domestic violence shelters, low-income families, and we have a homeless outreach where we distribute 8,000 bag lunches a month. We have a pet pantry, so as you were just talking about the pets, we definitely help there too. We have a 3-story building where we house 600 bins of clothing, and families come in and shop for free into our building. And Jean, you want to talk about maybe
Where are you located?
100 South Black Horse Pike in Blackwood?
It's amazing what you do.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have an
pretty amazing.
We
amazing
have a little
building.
bit of something for everyone. Aside from the fact that we have people that come in to be able to get what they need, whether it's food or clothing or toiletries, we also run 27 different projects on an ongoing basis. So while people are just coming in every day, 27 other things are happening. We have people that make chemo bags for us that are distributed to, I think, 9 or 10 different infusion centers in the South Jersey area. We have people that make blessing bags for us. Most of our projects are outsourced. So organizations, groups, Girl Scout troops, Boy Scout troops, they get together and they make the bags, and then they just bring them to us, and we are sure to distribute them for them. We have homeless outreach bags. We call them blessing bags. We do a homeless outreach every Sunday, and we take bags filled with trial-sized toiletries and socks and snacks. And we service, I think, about 500 people each Sunday. We have a group that goes to Camden, and then we have a group that goes to Philly. Michelle and I go to Philly every Sunday morning. So there is a lot that goes on.
Okay.
I think we're trying to work with them with the Ava's eye bags too, to help them with the bags that they're giving out. So
It's amazing, guys. Amazing.
Yeah, we've tomorrow is exactly 3 years and 6 months since we opened. So
Wow.
Beautiful.
Oh.
yeah,
Crazy.
so we're servicing per year right now about 100,000 people a year, and then you have the pets and everything else on the
Right.
side. So
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
then we have pets.
We always are looking for volunteers also. We have a lot of kids that come to us to get their service hours. So we're always looking for volunteers. And what else? I'm a little
Jaden's
distracted.
taking
Oh
over.
yeah, so like I was remember Ava, we were talking with her like with my group when we have like we started everything to try to get the teens that I'm gonna get on my group so they can help you guys, you know,
for volunteer,
we get a
volunteer,
day,
right?
yeah, for volunteering.
I think because you did say that this radio station was specifically for teens, and I thought that that was really a neat thing. And I guess one of the things that I wanted to just say was this whole thing was started because one person had one idea. So don't ever think that any of your ideas can't be accomplished. We make up things. We wake up every day and we're like, oh, this sounds like a great idea. Why don't we try this? I think a lot of times young people get their dreams kind of squashed when they're young, and that's kind of sad. So you guys have a dream. If you have a dream, you go and you make it happen.
I mean, I forgot to say, start your day by making your bed. That's
Yeah.
what I messed it up this morning. I forgot to do it.
No!
I was in a rush, but I do it every day, and I felt like so bad all day today. Well, I told my
Sorry,
mom. I
Mom.
sent her a text message. She was
Right,
like, "I should
sorry,
make my bed." But yeah, so it's a little bit. Some things I want to share with you guys too that happened to me in a few months. So about like 2 months ago, I went and helped this lady for this event, right? And they weren't paying me nothing. They're just for school because I'm always basically the only one that helps them all the time. So I went and helped film this something for this lady, and out of all of this, she's gonna give me an award on graduation.
So now that's beautiful.
So I mean, I wasn't there just to look for that.
Right.
But knowing that I just did that, I was proud, you know, that
should
somebody
be
recognized me of what I'm doing, you know.
That's beautiful. I need a photo of that. You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That was Denise, right?
You
We're talking
holding
about
it.
Denise?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep, of you holding it. I want to say something, if you don't mind, to what you were saying about, you know, one person has one dream, one thought, right, to go for it. Someone said something to me on a show I did last night, but also Megan Malfi from Top Cat Productions. She says this all the time. Everyone needs a person. We all need that person, because what's happening with the younger generation today is some of them unfortunately don't have that person that they can go to that can build them up and lift them up and say, listen, I've got your back. So I want to stress that, because please find a person. It could be your friend, it could be a neighbor, it could be a teacher, it could be anyone, someone in church. Please, everyone out there, know that you need to find that person. Everyone should have one.
This has nothing to do with the Haven either, but what you're saying is just sort of hitting me. I have, for those of you who can't see, I have a 2-year-old here with me who does not want to be here. But he's my grandchild, but the girl who is his mother is not my daughter by birth. She's somebody that was friends with my kids and needed a place to go, and
See?
she stays with us.
So you're her person.
Exactly. You don't need,
Wow.
the person doesn't need to be somebody in your family.
Right.
It doesn't just, what you say is true.
You're her
Just
person.
find a
It's
person.
beautiful. Hey, little man, you want to come sit on my lap? Did he say no?
I don't know. He liked the microphone. Good.
He's gonna
He can't
trip
walk
on
in here, he'll
something.
fall. He's being held hostage.
Yeah,
in the
so
corner.
I just want to tell you guys, okay. So we're all young and everything. So
Oh, yes, we are.
Oh, yeah.
we're all young and beautiful. Especially my dimples, but I don't want to say that.
Too late.
No, but so in my school, I go to a performing arts school, and we bring speakers to our school too, or people who are in film majors and all of that. So today at our school, our master class, we brought Tony Looks. He's a cheesesteak guy. He has his own restaurant and everything. His son died of heroin overdose yet last year, and he was telling us about a little about his life, and he went through a lot. So his dad used to hit, his dad's dad used to hit his dad, and so through that came, so
Hurt
he
people.
was telling us his story of where he came from, and it was like he went through what I went through. So he had a movie out there that he made a few years ago. It was called The Neo. I don't know if you guys saw it.
The what?
The Neo.
Neo.
No.
The Neo.
Well, where he tells a story of his grandpa.
Okay.
So of how his grandpa treated his dad.
Okay.
So by looking at that film, it like made me like
But take it a step further. Did you become that person?
no.
Okay, so talk about that, because we want to encourage everybody out there to know that just because you come from that, you don't have to end up like that. So
Yep.
tell that.
So, like-
why didn't you become that? Go ahead, tell everybody.
Oh, cause I just wanted to be a difference, make the difference, and not follow the bad things.
Yeah.
Cause I'm young and I just wanna have, I don't know how to say it, but I want to I
Make
have
the world a
dreams,
better
I
place.
want to be the difference of the world,
Yep. You want to empower others.
Yes.
You must be the change you wish to see in the world.
That's right. I love that. I love that phrase.
It's Gandhi, not.
Yeah, I know, but I love that phrase. I use that phrase a lot.
So yeah, so I always say, at least one person, at least this will touch one person. I'll be happy with
That's
that.
right.
And it starts with one little thing, because that's how the Haven was founded. Michelle found a family living in a van, a pregnant woman and 5 kids or I don't remember how many kids. I'm sorry, I don't remember the details. But basically what she did was she decided to collect clothing and things for this family living in a van. And she started collecting items in her house, and then it grew so fast that then she rented a barn, and then she was helping all other kinds of people. And now this is where we are today, at the Unforgotten Haven, in a 3-story building, helping 100,000 people a year. So
Did you just get the building? Were you telling in my show about the building, how you got the building? It's not recent, is it?
April 1st was 3 years at the building.
Oh, at this building. Oh,
Yeah, so it went real quick. It was like the living room for 3 weeks, the barn for 8 weeks, and then boom, into the
Wow.
3-story building.
Beautiful.
So, and it all started with one family in a van. So
And I didn't want a nonprofit. It was definitely wasn't planned or anything like that. It just happened, and it was an accident, but not a mistake. Like I honestly
I love
believe
that.
happenstance.
Okay.
Yeah, because it wasn't a mistake. Because
That's right.
it's all been set out. Everything that's going to happen has been set
There you go.
forth for us, and we just run around like lunatics.
and the best
no matter where.
we
like,
didn't
we're-
know each other before this either. We did not know each other, and now she's like assisted in me. So in 3 years, good
There you
things
go.
happen
Like us.
too when you do stuff like that.
Like us.
Like us.
Yeah.
Like you, see?
We know each other, not even a year. I don't know. I was talking to Marco about the law of attraction yesterday.
I agree with the law of attraction
Yeah,
too.
it's kind of interesting because he said he was talking about something and then all of a sudden there it was. I said, you know what that is, right? That's the law of attraction. So it's interesting how things happen and you just think about it or put it out there and it comes right back.
Well, I've been putting out I'm going to hit the lottery. It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I
but
know.
Let's just keep doing
You
that.
gotta have faith.
Hamilton Radio will have our own building, baby, if that happens. Listen, our own building.
I call
we
that the
move in?
lottery hit list. Who we got to take care of?
We'll move in for free.
Yeah,
We'll let you share with us.
Yes.
We keep saying we want that beach house too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, also this week, right? You know how I told you guys already, like I went to bullying and everything. So this week, a kid comes to me, right, and he was like, "Hey, Marco, how did you start your business?" And I was like, I told him everything, how I started and everything, and I felt motivated because I see like he's looking, he's looking
Up to you.
of what I did, and he wants to follow my steps.
It's beautiful.
So it's like
So exciting.
something that's happening. That's what I want.
We talked about that on the way up too, about how you look up to someone and someone else looks up to you, and so that's
That's right.
how it goes,
That's right.
Yeah.
and finding that person, like you said, yeah. Right.
So Alyssa, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, like what motivated you to do everything you do?
You're 15 years old. That's really
Yes,
impressive.
thank you so much.
She's got a lot going on. I don't know. She's really got it under control. She just amazes me.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I still don't know.
I'll
what
say
I
it for you. It's okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So most of you guys know I'm Alyssa now. Hopefully you know that.
Hey, Alyssa.
Hey. So how I got started with everything that I do, my brother is a child with special needs, and I was always inspired by him. He's my biggest inspiration. And I wanted to do something to help my brother and his friends. I wanted to enhance the lives of individuals with disabilities. So basically, I wanted to start an organization that did just that. So I linked up with somebody, a family friend, that I did a lot of community service with, and her name was Amanda. And together, about a year ago, we started the Morgan Marie Michael Foundation. And that branched into our event called Shop Sell Strut, which I told you guys about a little bit earlier. If you're just watching and you want to know a little bit more information, you can go to the Facebook page. It's at Shop Sell Strut. But all of this started from a kindergarten lesson plan that I started when I was in 8th grade, and it was called Friends Who Are Different. And I just wanted to promote inclusion for everyone, especially individuals with disabilities. So I would tour a bunch of kindergarten classrooms in my district, and then I knew that I wanted to do more, inspire more, and achieve more. So that's when I linked up with Amanda. That's how the Morgan Marie Michael Foundation started. And then that actually branched into our own brand, which is a clothing line called Brand A. So we have that. A portion of the proceeds benefit the Morgan Marie Michael Foundation. And then throughout the year, we have Shop Sell Strut, which is the event series. We have our Shop Sell Strut show, which is on Saturday. And then in October, we do a Tea and Me event, which is a little afternoon of tea and princesses and dress up for all of the little girls who want to strut for autism too, and that's kind of like our tagline. So
I have a question for you first.
Sure.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
I know, right?
I know, it's crazy.
I get
That's
by
crazy.
with a little help from my friends.
But-
I don't do it all.
So you like the Beatles. Listen, how old is your brother?
He's 12. No, he's 13. He just turned 13. I'm sorry.
So
I feel
you're
like
15
awful.
He's
and
here,
you
I
have-
think, right? He's
And
here,
you
right?
have done all this.
He's here.
That's amazing.
Thank you so much.
So it's like I see, you see how she's only 15, right? I think that sometimes some kids just need a little push.
Yeah.
Somebody that will motivate them to do what they love to do.
Right.
I woke up one morning, I texted Amanda and I told my mom, like, hey mom, like I want to start a clothing line. And then the rest is history.
That's
I mean,
we
you
were
just-
You just launched the clothing line, didn't you? Not too long
This
ago.
January.
Yeah, this year, right? Yeah, that's.
yeah.
Is it going to be on the runway at Saturday?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
so excited because when I was a little girl, I would always go to fashion shows and I would watch all of the models come out and they're clapping, and then the designers are, well, I don't make the clothes. I'm not a designer, but I do have the brand. So we get to walk out at the end with two of the models, and I'm just so excited because that's been like a dream of mine ever since I was a little girl. I'm still little, but
Is Bravura magazine going to be involved this year? Is
I think
Teresa-
so.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
so.
So I didn't
I'm
hear
sure.
anything from her. I was just curious.
yeah, we have, I honestly can't even keep track of all of the different press people, the different photographers, all
Well,
the
you
people
got
that
two
are
of
gonna
them
be
right
there.
here. So.
Yes.
Where do you live?
I live in Tom's River.
Okay. So you're going to be a guest on one of my other shows very soon.
Sounds like a plan.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm blown away by you guys. I have to tell you, I'm really
Well,
blown away
see,
by
like
all
I
of you.
said when I first started my show, right? And I was like, I want to bring teens, right? But I also learn from adults.
Right.
So I learn from
inspire.
them, they learn from me.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We still
I think we're
So-
teens.
Yeah,
But you
so
still
young.
inspire.
But they
You still
help-
inspire.
But see,
Yeah.
But they help
you
teens.
guys,
Right,
you guys
exactly.
motivate us.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and just as for her, what she's talking about, I just want to say that we did just open a prom boutique. It's off-site. Someone donated space to us, and we have over 800 prom dresses. Most of them are brand new with tags, and they're going to be out on a loan process. So we have the shoes, the jewelry, the makeup, and then the dresses, and the dresses will come back. So it's
And
going to
we
be
have
open
about
all year.
800 dresses.
Yeah, we
It's
have
a
about
lot of
800
dresses.
right now.
Yeah, I think you started telling me that last
Yeah,
time. That's
a
amazing.
prom boutique shut down. It was a girlfriend of mine, and she ended up with lupus. And they gave us $100,000 in brand new dresses, and then they gave us all the furniture, everything. We donated that to Calvary Chapel of Gloucester County.
I love Calvary Chapel. I
We
went to
gave-
Israel with them years
So
ago.
the dresses originally went to Calvary Chapel in Gloucester County because they had a night to shine with children with Down syndrome, which is run by Tebow. So all the dresses were moved there. They got to use them first, and then they came to our building. We moved them upstairs where we were going to open the boutique, but then God had a different plan, and everything moved out within 2 weeks to another location. And so we're excited about that because that's going to be open all year. So military balls and snowball dances, everything. It'll just
And the thing
be
that's
available.
great about it is the building that we got space in, the girl's brother owns it. The girl lives right above it, and she's running the whole boutique for us. So basically, she's setting up appointments, and all she has to do is go downstairs. So she's right there, right on site, hands on, and she can.
And it
just-
doesn't cost them anything to
That
get the
one,
dresses,
yeah,
right?
No,
Wow.
the dress, everything's
They
free.
just
The,
come in
we
and
have brand
sign
new
it out.
makeup, and we have the shoes and the purses. They'll get to keep all of that, but the dresses, we asked to have them back. Normally, we would just give the prom dresses out, but since they were all brand new with tags, we wanted to bless more than one girl with them. So they're going to get like a brand new dress. So when they go to their prom, they can have dresses like the other girls would have. And it's not just like, they're not all used. Like some of them are $500 or $800 dresses.
Wow,
So
beautiful.
they're all
That's
being
money.
inventoried. They're all being inventoried. So we're really excited about that. That's just opening up.
But there's your teen inspiration right there, right? You know, I mean, it's
beautiful.
amazing. It's
to
just
help
amazing.
everybody.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys saw. I think it was on the news today or yesterday. With this kid with special needs, he graduated from college. Did you see it? Yeah. It was
Amazing.
just amazing. It was like, it's like I don't know, kids who don't have issues. It's like they're out there doing bad things
There you
and
go.
doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. While these kids with special
They want to
needs
do something.
are out there doing better than us.
Right, my daughter graduated the community college a couple weeks ago down by me, and they had conjoined twins that walked the stage that
amazing.
graduated together.
And it's
I
like
mean, I
these.
couldn't believe
Listen,
it.
Wow.
listen.
That's cool.
There's a lot of kids that don't even have no problems, no issues, nothing, and they're good. Their body's good. Their body's perfect, and they don't follow. They don't they don't follow their
They
dreams.
need that person.
And
They need
that's
a person.
why I do what I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, they need somebody.
I had a conversation, like I was saying, with a guest yesterday, and this is what we talked about, that all schools should get rid of algebra because we don't care. We don't use it. You can use your calculator today. Even in algebra class, you're using your calculator, right? Okay, and put in a class once a week to teach the kids that you can get a person. And the school needs to enforce this. And
like a mentor.
a
program?
mentor. That's what they need to do. But they're not doing it. Why aren't we doing something like that in all our schools? Now they have the bench in some schools. If you don't have any friends, you can sit on the bench and hopefully someone will come and sit with you. Well, that should be in every single school in this country.
That's a cool idea.
You
I
know?
like that.
Like they should be doing things like that. We are so backwards.
It's kind of neat that we have, when we go out on Sunday mornings to Philadelphia, when we go to do our homeless outreach, we don't necessarily do this with Camden because where they go in Camden is a little bit more dangerous. But we go to JFK and 15th. And we bring kids with us, young kids. I mean, I have my grandkids that come. We have a volunteer, Shannon. Her kids come all the time. I think that part of the problem is that the kids aren't being included in stuff like this at a young age. And I think that I see how it affects the kids that come out. They have a new empathy for other people. They see how things, are
Right.
with other types of people. We've actually told people, you want to make the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, the Girl Scouts, you want to make them. If you want to come with us on Sunday, you can actually hand those sandwiches out. So it would be really neat if more people got their kids involved at a young age. My kids are all grown, and I remember that I used to try to take them to volunteer places, and they always said you had to be over 16. And I understand that there's liability and all of that, but we try really hard to get kids of all ages involved in whatever we can. We have a cookie baking that was going on once a month where all the kids could come and make cookies for the homeless. So I think anytime you can find any sort of volunteer opportunities for any kind of kids, I think the future of the country, it starts there.
That's right.
I think that's where it starts.
Snipes Farm. I don't know if you guys heard of it because it's more in this area. Snipes Farm. So what they do is, and I'm going to have them as guests soon here, what they do is they bring in kids, and all the kids are taught how to grow food. They take care of the animals. The animals are not slaughtered. The animals are there as a farm, and they teach them everything. They grow trees, they grow plants, they grow food. It's so beautiful.
We do have a garden. We have
Okay, I
a
love that.
community garden.
We grow the produce
Yeah,
for
see, I love that.
for the senior citizens. So they
Yeah.
come and they'll get together at the church and they'll plant their seeds.
Okay.
And then all the kids go and they have a planting schedule, a watering schedule, a picking schedule. Because the senior citizens, they can't, with their food stamps, the produce are so much money, so they're not buying the produce. So we started the gardens, and we have several plots of the gardens to be able to do that. But what you were saying about the schools, I always thought too that they should have just a class for community service, because they do it like once a year. But if they implemented that, like at a young age.
But they don't
and-
even do that at every school once a year.
See, I
No.
kind
But even if they did it once a week,
Yeah.
and they,
I
because a
agree.
lot of schools do it. Like we get a lot of schools that do the peanut butter and jelly, even though you know, I
Peanut.
think people have
What I
allergies.
find
but-
interesting about your show, Marco, is that people don't open their minds. It all goes back to that open mind scenario. But people don't open their minds to things they don't understand. So by Marco being here with this show, it's opening it up to people that may not have thought about some of the things we've touched on.
Absolutely.
So I think, and even you talking about it in the schools and stuff. And it's a shame. It doesn't matter what age you are. If you don't understand it, you don't get it.
Right.
So,
I think it's really important that with volunteering, you find something that you're really passionate about, because then you're going to want to do it and you're going to want to get more people involved. So for any kids that are watching this, if you love basketball, start a Hoops for Heart program. I love fashion, so I started a fashion show to benefit my organization. If you love baking, start a bake sale. Just find something that you really love. There's always a way that you could turn it into doing good for the community. And something I always say is that I'm addicted to the feeling of being a role model. And I think once more and more of our youth get involved in that, they can feel that too. And it's just going to be like a ripple effect. So I'm going to continue being on radio shows and talking about it until more and more kids are interested in volunteering, because it really is a beautiful thing and it really affects so many people. And I think that giving is the best gift that you can receive. And you don't really experience that until you do it firsthand.
Well, you have a little fan down there because he's cheering you on.
Thank you.
right? He sure is.
Thank you, buddy.
It's okay.
This just goes to show too. You know
you
what?
go.
You
Hi,
just
baby.
make it work. You just have to make it work.
So-
And he's cheering you on.
So we were talking, right? It's like I kind of think sometimes that it's the school's fault, because they don't give opportunities to kids to do these type of things.
I agree with you, but it's another level up there. So the schools are also
it's who they answer
controlled.
to, right?
But yes,
But
Yes.
I mean, at my school, we're performing our school, but we also accept kids with let them be themselves. So we're the only school, I guess,
I love
in the
that.
area where the kids can be what they are.
I love that.
So we have interact club, we have music, music, dance, film, animation, and the kids do what they want.
Beautiful.
But then I was also talking to the school that they should have something, because if I miss a school, right? If I miss a school day, I'm out either working or whatever, on my thing, or doing good, So it's I think that they should have programs or stuff that they can involve the kids so they can be proud of themselves.
Absolutely.
Because I know a lot of kids who go to my school and they dress all black and it's they're sad and everything, and it's they need somebody just to push them, to like motivate
Yep.
them. There's so many girls out there that they say they're ugly. They're,
Yep.
you know, Ava already. Like I met so many girls and they're ugly, and I tell them they're pretty,
Yeah,
and it's like
I
they
remember.
they still feel down. And I'm like, don't be like that. You're pretty the way you are. I see. Like I'm the guy. I'm the type of boy that looks at the heart. You know, I don't look at how the girl is or the boy is. I look at how the person is. You know,
That's how we all should be.
that's how the word should be.
Marco, can I give a shout out to my sister's event tonight since she's
Yes.
doing something to help the
Yes.
kids? So my sister started a program called Whalen's Whales, if you remember Senator Jim Whalen, who passed away. It's named after him. And what she does is an 8-week program to teach kids who can't afford swim lessons how to swim. And tonight they're having their launch in Atlantic City. And it's an 8-week program, so like you said, find something that's passionate. If swimming is something that you like, check out Whalen's Whales on Facebook and reach out to my sister because they're looking to keep this program moving forward and they're not sure they're going to be able to do that. But they are launching it tonight, and just wanted to give her a little shout out since we're talking about what we do for other people and giving back.
I want to just say to everybody out there who's watching the show, share this show. Share your butts off, because the last show we had over 1,000. How many views do you end up having? Over 1,000.
17,000 views.
Okay, no,
So-
on Facebook. On Facebook, we had like 1,700
1,700.
views and then like 60,000 listeners.
Yeah.
So Marco's shows are very inspirational, especially for young people and for people that are doing things to help young people. And that's what it's all about, right?
And I'm like, I don't even care. I know it's good to the views, but I don't even care. But
No,
I
you got to
that-
care about the views.
I do.
Because that helps people.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
do,
getting
but-
all those views, you know how many people you're helping?
Mhm.
That's why you have to care
I
about
know,
it.
but like I say, out of those, how many of them really care? You know,
I
Or
would
like
say a
how-
lot. No,
But
I
like-
would say a lot.
But out of that one person, it's one that really is gonna touch their heart. You know,
More than one with your shows. More than one with your shows. Because, Marco, listen, there's not that many shows out there that can talk to the young people like you do.
Yeah, this is an amazing platform.
and it's something that I always had in my heart.
right.
Like when I told you, because
That's right.
I'm Christian, and when they always used to pray for me and they tell me in church, like, you're going to be a difference in your area or whatever, and I wasn't doing nothing. I felt like I wasn't doing nothing. So when I met you,
Wasn't living up to it, right?
I said,
No, it's
let's
like-
do it.
so then it's like, whoa, it's like, I'm doing what I want to do,
Yeah. So you're touching more than one lives, is what I'm telling you.
Yes.
Because young people who listen to you are a lot different than older people who listen to me. Because I could lead you to water. I could give you all the motivation you want. You're an adult. Very different. When you get them young and they hear you, who is young, and you, they're going to say, wait a minute. I got this. If they can do it, so can I.
So like my grandpa, I haven't seen him for, let's say, 10 years now, because he lives to live here in America, but he left Honduras. And he called me the other day, and he was like, I'm proud of you that you're going to graduate and everything. And he was like, there's not many kids who really, graduate from high school. There's so many kids out there that, I know this girl, I told you Ava already, she only had 2 months left of high school and she dropped out. And it was like, why would you do that if you only have 2 months left? And it's like, but they don't have anybody
That's right.
who can help them.
That's right.
They need help.
I was looking at the panel here, just thinking of all the people with our individual connections, of all the lives that are touched by this
Okay.
this particular
Okay.
panel.
There you go.
Is that crazy when you
crazy.
think about it?
It's crazy.
Seriously.
And our biggest fan down there. I love it.
He's the future of tomorrow.
Yeah.
He is the future.
I might be helping with him, but he helps me. That's the thing about helping people too, that I think people need to understand.
Well, look how
help you
much
right
love he's
back.
giving you.
I love it.
I mean, look at this.
I love it.
That's amazing to me. It's like,
You need a person, find your person.
That's
It's
right.
going to be good for you, and it's going to be good for your
that's
person.
right. That's right.
So that's the way it is.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
always say people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, and they're put in your way for a reason, or a season, or a lifetime.
You never know. You never know who's here to stay and
Right?
who's here to go. But there's a reason.
There's
why
a
you
reason
cross
behind
paths,
it,
Yeah.
Come cross paths for a reason.
So, I was telling the kid the other day that asked me, how I started my business and everything. I told him, I was like, it's hard when you're young and everything you're starting. There's really nobody that can, you know, they think you're too young, so they don't trust in your work. But once they see your work, they're like, oh, I like it. So I
That's
was like,
great.
you should keep on trying, never give up. He was like, that's right, because he was like, he's only like, he's younger than me. He's like 16, and he's trying to start his business. So I feel more motivated to see that he's younger than me and he wants to start his business. Because I'm the only kid in the school that really has a TV show, but I'm trying to have, I'm like, now not that many people knew in school. So now even my teachers are promoting it. So it was like,
Amazing. That's
it was something
amazing.
so now that they know, they all watch it. I probably watching it right now. I don't know if
We
they're
hope
watching
they're
it right
watching, right?
now. But
Call
so,
in, guys.
so it motivates me, you know, and like I want to leave Charter Tech knowing that I did a difference in that school,
There you go.
you know. Even though, like
Amazing.
I say, I'm not a perfect kid. I may not be perfect like all the kids out there, you know, or like, you know, but I'm trying to be. There's no perfect,
Right? Nobody's perfect.
but
He's perfect.
Some
but
are
like-
closer than others, but
but you know how many kids at my age are doing, you know, bads and goods out there. You know, it's like that's. I just want to motivate them, you know.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to share?
No, just
Some of the
that
other
we
projects.
would love to meet anybody out there that would like to come and see the Unforgotten Haven and.
How far is it from Trenton? How far is it from here? What was your
That's an
drive?
hour.
It took us about an hour.
Okay.
oh, that's not bad.
It's not too bad.
Okay.
It's very true what you say. You need to find something that you really like. It's funny because I always say we have women that come in. They love to fold clothes. That's what they love to do. They love to sit and fold clothes. If I had to do that for 4 hours, I would never go
I
back.
wish I had that motivation.
I have no desire, which is part of the reason why we have as many projects as we do. A lot of times we're told our focus is too broad. We have too much going on.
Okay.
But this way there's something for everybody. So I encourage everybody out there, especially the young people. I'm a big young person. I mean, I love kids.
Yeah.
She's
I love-
picking her up. I don't know if that's picking her up.
I just wish that the kids could get more
Yeah.
involved.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear her. You can
Okay.
get a little closer to the mic, but I can hear
Yeah,
her.
I just
I
want to
can-
make
I
sure
can-
that everybody can hear you.
Yeah.
That's okay. I do think you're going to hear him. That's fine.
Yeah, but it's okay. We know he's
He
there.
wants to talk to.
It's
So
okay.
you want to talk in the mic?
You want, just
Testing
find
one.
something
Say
that
hi.
you really
Say hi, baby.
Say hi.
He really say hi.
Yeah,
You know, it's so funny.
So that's it. Just find something that you enjoy. I agree 100%. I think that's the best way. And then once you like it, then you'll go back and you'll do it again. We have kids that come to volunteer with us for service hours, and they come back even when their service is up, just because they enjoyed it so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even it's fun.
Yeah, so I guess basically, yeah, if anybody wants to join us, you know, you don't have, there's no paperwork. So if somebody comes in for a house fire and they just lost everything, we've had a lot of house fire victims come back to fold clothes, come back to help us because that we had helped them, they want to give back. And it's really an amazing like circle, like just full circle, come back. And you don't have to fill out paperwork. Anytime we're open, you walk in, we just put you to work. We'll give you a tour of the building. You can do the food pantry, you can do the toiletries. Before we went seasonal, I think we were bringing in like 100 to 150 bags of donations a day. It was so crazy. But we do have 15 managers that run it because we still work. So
We have jobs on top of this.
we work, so it's running so smoothly. Like it's a well-oiled machine. Like certain people like to fold the clothes, some people like to put the food away, and we just let everybody do what they want to do, and we all get along, and it's wonderful. Yeah.
The same thing holds true, the paperwork part holds true for people that need help too. A lot of places, if you go and say that you need food or you need clothing, you have to show proof of income,
Okay.
you know, a million different documentations. We don't feel that that's necessary. I mean, sometimes somebody has cancer and they have a job, or, you know, they're going through just a hardship for a particular month. So you could just come in. You need to show ID and you need to be able to show if you're pulling something for children that you actually have those children. So either a birth certificate or a social security card. But we're not going to check somebody's income and do all this verifying. If you're coming to us and you're saying you're needing help, we're going to help you.
You know, it's interesting that you just said that. It brings something back to me. My brother, we're going way back. He was probably 18 years old, and he worked at an A&P back then. He's 58 now, you know. And someone was shoplifting steaks, meat. And he turned the guy in. It still haunts my brother to this day because now he understands that person probably really needed that food. So when you just said that, because even if we think they shouldn't be asking for it or getting it, it doesn't matter. It's like I always tell people when people say to me, well, how do you know that person really needs it if you're giving them $10, they come up to your car window. I don't care. That's between me and God, because if somebody's coming up to my car window, that's enough for me. So it's the same thing like what you guys are doing, and I think that makes you guys even more beautiful. Because it doesn't matter, because at that moment, if they think they need it or feel they need it, it doesn't matter.
I always say that. Somebody used to say that to me about giving them money, they're buy drugs or alcohol, but I would always say that God saw the act. He didn't see. It doesn't matter. What
doesn't matter.
It's what you did.
That's right.
Everybody can spare a dollar.
That's right.
Let's face it. We can all spare a dollar.
Right.
How many of us are going to give that dollar?
Yeah.
Who's going to help? And you don't have to do it publicly.
And you don't have to do it because you think it has to be what you want them to spend it on.
Or you don't have to do it because someone's watching.
Right.
And here's, while we're on this, here's a really good thing for young people they can do, because his mom is doing it right now. I call her my Spanish daughter. Blessing bags. She works in Philadelphia, and she actually started taking some of our blessing bags and keeping them in her car.
I do that too.
Passes the people.
So beautiful.
So if you don't want to give them money, you can just give them things. You take a Ziploc bag and you put a trial-size soap and a trial-size toothbrush, toothpaste, lotion, a thing of peanut butter crackers, a pair of socks. You zip it up and you keep them in your car.
She likes to throw them out the window at people. People yell at us when we stop. What are you doing?
We'll stop in the middle of the street. We'll see a guy and we'll just stop.
God has a plan for everybody, and everybody has a calling, and I just wish that everybody followed the calling.
Sometimes people just need to know what to do. That's the other problem.
We have a lot of people that say they just don't know what to do, and then they find an outlet because they've always wanted to help, but there was nowhere to do it. It's really difficult to have a place, work, and give all your stuff away free, and you still have rent and utilities.
I know.
But God watches us very closely. Right. That's why He brought us together. So, yeah, it's amazing.
That's funny. My friend Michelle and I started this thing around the holidays where we get mini tins of butter cookies, and we stick a bow on them, and we give them like 10 or 12 of them out, not just to people that look like they might need it, to anybody, just a random act of kindness. And sometimes the looks you get from these people are like, are you kidding me? They don't know what to think about it, but it's just kind of fun to just take 10 little tins of cookies and just hand them out to people around the holidays.
So like I did it this year at church.
So
we had an event at church, and I took pictures of all the family members, and for Christmas, so I bought cookies and I put it right next with the pictures, and it made the night. So
it makes you feel good.
It takes a certain kind of person to do what you guys do, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you see it firsthand. These people come into you. I'm a giver. Okay, I am. I have a great heart. I'm a giver, but my daughter's different than I am. My daughter could actually go right to the people. I can't do it. I'm not strong enough there. She said 2 years ago, this is what we're going to do, Mom, and we made bags. We made 100 bags. We got donations. We did whatever we could do. We made 100 bags, and we went to Philly, and she knew exactly where to go. We had my truck and 2 vans, my brother, right? When we got to the park, across from all the business buildings where they all stay, the homeless people.
That's where we go.
Okay.
Park? Is that where you
Yes.
are?
So, but I never knew about this, right? Well, there were 2 people that didn't get bags. Well, I'm crying. So I emptied my pocketbook. I didn't care, but I was crying. See, my daughter wasn't crying. My daughter could handle it. I can't. I can say, okay, let's do it this way, and here, have this. But when I see that, I'm not, you guys are amazing, because my daughter's hugging me saying, Mom, get back in the truck. I'm like, I was broken. You know what I mean?
You know what happens, though, when you go and you do it every single week, like it becomes part of you, where they actually become your friends. We hug them. They laugh at me.
That's great.
They say, you're sick all the time. You're in the hospital because you roll on the subway floor with these people, hugging them. I roll on the floor. We hug them. We know them by name. Like, they
that's
become our
beautiful.
friends, and they line up. they get in sync. We wake them up
I'm
in
the
the
donut
subway.
lady. I'm
She
out
does
on
donuts,
Sundays
like
with
a
donuts.
like she's a waitress.
Like a
Donuts, anyone? We wake them up. We go down and wake them up first. They come up. They help us unload our cars, and then we set up all the tables.
It's amazing,
and stuff,
man.
And they respect.
Wow.
We don't have any issues.
No, you
But
guys
they
are
become your friends.
amazing.
They wait for you. They say, I need this size jeans. I need this size. I need feminine products. And we go back and we bring, because we're in Jersey and we go to Philly, so we bring the stuff with us, and they become part of your family. It's not, you don't look at it that way anymore. You like can't wait to see them. Like we say we do church on Sundays
Yeah,
because
that's our church.
we can't wait, because that's when we're actually serving.
Oh,
That's
yes,
what we're
absolutely.
doing.
Yeah.
I agree with you
That's what we're doing.
100%.
It's different when they're coming to our building, but when you physically load up your car
100%.
and you're out serving
That's your-
God's
that's service.
people, it's
That's
so
amazing.
different. And you wouldn't cry anymore. You would be crying because you'd be happy to see them.
Yeah.
So you need to join us
And maybe,
sometime.
maybe because you knew it was only a one-time thing. See, we always know we're going back the next week, so.
Yeah, if you see
somebody
one
doesn't
missing,
get-
you're
yeah.
like, where's so and so? You know, is everything okay? 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, it's just,
Amazing.
It's just different when they become part of your
Yeah.
family.
And
'Cause
the best thing for me
Son.
is to see the kids. I mean, not even just my kids, but to see kids come out there. I
Yeah.
mean, they look and you see, we have pictures of them just giving the stuff hot, and they always say thank you, have a nice day. I mean, there's interaction. And
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
and if we don't go because there's like a race on the parkway or something, the kids cry because we're not going.
Yeah.
They want to go.
It's
It's
funny
in them.
because I take my grandkids and his mom said, you know, you took them the first time, and I thought that they were going to be like, okay, that was nice, and that was going to be it. But they literally call me every Saturday and say, are we going tomorrow? Are
That's
we going
beautiful.
tomorrow?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even she said, I can't believe they're still that interested in it.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So it feels good when you give back, you know, so that's what they're feeling.
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So beautiful.
And everybody's volunteers. Nobody. We're not paid. We're the partners. We're not paid. Nobody's paid. People, they've been with us the whole time, and they come and fold this clothing by the bags, and they
Cross out all the UPC codes.
and they love it, and they come back, and it's just like,
And they make friends.
It's-
So even when you're doing something and you're helping other people, you make friends. It always goes back to being something that's good for you.
Yep.
So as much as you give out to help other people, it comes back tenfold.
yeah, it does more for us
It
than
does.
it does for somebody getting help. It really does. You just can't even believe the generosity. I mean, if we could tell, we had to get a trailer because there's so many donations. Our 8,000 bag lunches, 2,000 chemo bags, and a couple thousand blessing bags in 1 month. There's
beautiful.
nowhere to put it in our building, so now we have a trailer. That's everybody else. Everybody makes that. The doctors' offices, the hospitals, everybody's jumping on board. There's more
beautiful.
good in this
Which
world
is-
than bad.
It is. They
Yeah.
just don't
They
know
don't
what
Just doesn't
publicize
travel
it.
as fast.
If you could see all the
Which
generosity,
is why the
it's
show's
just
so important.
things that you don't think. You think one day you're like, oh, you know, you think the Haven's going to exist another couple months, a year, you know, you just never know. And then something big will happen, and it's like, wow, like every day is something else. I know last night we went to a meeting, the
Float Haven.
yeah, the
Oh, I don't know.
commerce, the
There's a
Chamber of Commerce for Holistic Health.
For holistic people.
And we went in, and I saw a woman that about 12 years ago was a massage therapist for my girlfriend that died. She passed away from breast cancer, and here she is. We walk into the building, and I'm like, wait, what? Everything's going full circle. And they're the Float Haven. And we're the Unforgotten Haven.
Oh,
And I'm
that's pretty
going,
interesting.
wait, what is going on right now? And we're in a salt room having a meeting with him in the sandbox, in the salt sandbox. And they chose us they picked one charity for the year, and we were the chosen charity. And now, like last night, we're in a salt room, and tonight we're
We're on the radio.
here with you wonderful people. And we're just like, this is just crazy. She was at the beach today during the day.
I did.
Down the beach, and runs home, she gets a shower, and then here we are. And I'm like, this is just crazy.
I go to the
to
beach
me,
when I'm on
too,
vacation.
Family is always my family, and my family is extended. I have 3 biological children, but I have 3 or 4 others that have become part of my family. His mom is one of them. That's the most important thing to me. And family doesn't have to be blood.
That's right.
So that's like such an important thing that I have to say. But the family's always important. So this kid, he comes everywhere with me because he's part of us now. He's the youngest Haven volunteer.
You should see him in the pantry putting stuff away.
He does.
It's just crazy how like one thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. Like a year and a half ago, I was sitting in bed with my mom, and we were making a logo for my event that was going to be in maybe 6 months at the time. and we had a free logo app, and we were trying to make all these colors and center the dress and put the crown over the dress, and we had no idea what we were doing, but we just embarked on this crazy journey, and we had no idea what was going to happen. And now here I am today. I presented to a school in Perth Amboy today about, it was their career day, so I talked about my clothing line, and I have these little 7-8-year-old girls telling me that I'm their role model and I'm their inspiration, and I'm just like, what? Like 2 years ago, I was looking up to people like me, and it's just crazy because it's just such a good feeling, and it's just really, really surreal.
So now that's really beautiful too, right?
It was probably one of the most rewarding moments of my
You
life.
had a big turnout at that first event because I was there as press also, and you had a really big turnout.
Thank
so,
you.
You know, hoping to see that.
We're
This
fingers
will be
crossed.
Marco's first one, but it was a beautiful event.
Thank you so much.
Amazing event.
This year's going to be even better. Season 2.
Season 2.
Rock and roll.
So where do you see yourself going?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what I want to do as a career yet. I'm really interested in maybe international relations, maybe broadcast journalism. But if my clothing line is successful, then I would really want to step into that as a career. I'm also very academic, so I want to go to a school like Brown or Dartmouth. Those are my top 2 schools right now, but it changes like every week. But Brown has stuck with me for a while, so I would say that's my number 1 school that I really want to go to. So I'm really into academics. I really want to continue my work with philanthropy and my clothing line. But right now, I just made varsity cheer at my high school, so I'm just being a normal kid with doing some pretty cool stuff on the
I think we keep forgetting
side.
she's 15. As we're like, where do you want to go? She's not even in like
Thank
high
you.
school. Well, really, the throes of high school yet.
Yeah, I'll only be a sophomore this
Right.
fall, so.
So be a sophomore. So it's the first year in high school.
15.
Yeah. What it would be like to be 50.
And it's your last year in high school. It's her first year in high school.
It's a long time since I've been in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ava, tell us a little bit about your foundation. You have the cancer.
Sure. We have a dance-a-thon coming up in October.
Yes, promote that.
Yeah, and October 6th down in Smithville at Fred and Ethel's Tavern. And Fred and Ethel's, yeah, the historic Smithville. So I have a foundation for brain cancer research. I lost my mom to brain cancer, and it was really crazy because we lost her in 4 weeks. I mean, she was never sick a day in her life, so it was just a really crazy time in our life. And so I wanted to start a foundation for research because I found out that there's 144 different kinds of brain tumors, and a lot of them like to hide. So they don't come out, until it's kind of too late. So I called a particular organization, and they didn't have a research department. And they told me, I said, let's pool our resources and create a research department. I will help. And they said, okay, we'll get back to you in 24 hours and we'll set up a meeting. I'm still waiting for that phone call. That was 8 years ago. So I wound up finding the National Brain Tumor Society, whose main headquarters is in Massachusetts. Actually got to go visit there this year for the first time. And Terrence, who does our sneakers for our dance-a-thon, we'll mention him in a minute, but he's got his sneakers hanging up in the office there from my visit. But they were so thrilled. They actually had the CEO and their research developer fly in from Massachusetts to meet me. And but the point I was getting at was that you were talking about, things that one idea, go for it. I think everybody had said that. So I didn't want to start the foundation because I said, who needs one more charity to give to? And I went to sleep that night, and we sleep with the sports channel on. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar woke me up out of my sleep. And I met him when I was a teenager. And it was really funny because I woke up kind of in that half sleep stage. And all I hear is him on the screen saying, one person can make a difference.
There it is.
And then, so I started the foundation, and I actually teamed up about a month later with the National Brain Tumor Society. So we've been working with them for about 5 or 6 years now, and I got to visit there for the first time this year. So that's our foundation for brain cancer, and we're real excited to have our second dance-a-thon in October.
And
Yes.
my mom and I, we love your eyes bags. My
Oh,
mom,
the eye bags, yeah.
my
Number one
mom
fan over
is on
here.
another level of obsessed.
Oh, that's awesome.
If I had $1 for every time
Oh
she
my God.
asks me, Alyssa, where's my eyes bags? She's upset, but they're so cute.
Thank you.
We use them and we wear them everywhere, and then we're all like, it's for brain cancer research.
Yes.
So
One of them goes for brain cancer. We have 21 designs that'll help 21 different charities is what I've decided
love
to do
mine.
with them.
I love
And
mine.
yeah, you have one too. And one of the charities is an organization out of Philadelphia that we love, Kisses for Kyle, and they hooked us up with the Philly Fanatic and Scott Palmer and Cecily Tynan, who actually took a photo with our bags, so it was kind of cool. But we're trying to give back to different charities that mean something to all the people involved with the project. So we have, like, my very good friend has Parkinson's, so we have one bag that's going to Parkinson's. We have a domestic violence, a bag that's going to donate back to that, a bag for suicide prevention, and I Hope Shaken Baby Syndrome out of New York, the Lou Ruvo Center in Las Vegas, which is part of the Cleveland Clinic. They deal with Parkinson's, ALS, and neurological disorders. So it's a really, when I went to visit these charities, let me tell you, it was so humbling. It was just so humbling, and said, wow, this project is so much bigger than me and what I thought about in the beginning. And I know they're pretty bags, but the whole thing behind it is what I want to be, a movement with the bags. So
Amazing.
Yeah, and we could do the empowerment ones.
yeah, right.
'Cause we were in that
Absolutely,
house,
yeah.
so
We're gonna have to
have
figure
to-
out how we're gonna do that.
Yeah,
but I'm
that's
gonna
'cause
talk to
our-
my manufacturer and we'll get
Amazing.
something going.
yeah, that would be really nice.
You want to give a shout out to Terrence?
Oh, to Terrence, yes. So Terrence is a fabulous artist that I met through Marco, and he can paint on anything.
He's
And
only 18 years old.
He's 18, and I've been looking for somebody to do. I mean, I had this idea to do eyes on your feet for brain cancer, since my logo is the two eyes. So, long story how we got there, but I met Terrence through Marco, and he drew them, just painted them on the sneakers for me. In fact, we took a photo of them. We brought them up to the National Brain Tumor Society. So you can purchase sneakers for the dance-a-thon and actually come and dance in those sneakers. And so it's all eyes on your feet
That's
for brain
I need
cancer.
my pair.
Yeah, right? You didn't get your pair yet.
No.
So, and then the National Brain Tumor Society gets a part of that. And then, of course, whatever we raise at the dance-a-thon,
That's
that
very
goes
cool.
to that also.
Yeah,
So.
and he just also graduating. He's going to LIM College.
LIM College in New York. We took him there one day. He took a visit, and now he's going there.
Amazing.
He also got a
Awesome.
scholarship for there too.
Yeah, he's amazing. He can draw jean jackets. He paints. I mean, what he does on he can actually paint my logo on a sneaker.
He also just did. I think he's starting a clothesline with jean jackets for his grandma that I think died. Her name was Verley, or her last name I think was Verley. So his jean jacket is gonna be Verley. Verley's jean jackets.
Well, I think you're trying to get him on the show too. I know his schedule's
Yes,
a
he's
little
been
crazy,
busy,
but
I don't know when I'll be able to.
yeah, but he's a great guy. You can find him on Facebook also. Terrence King, the king of urban design. So you can find him on Facebook. He's amazing. He'll paint anything for you.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we want to talk about the 2 months. I won't be here, so
Not yet because we have to go over our schedules.
Okay.
But you
Yes.
can tell everybody the dates you're not going to be here.
Okay. So hey guys again. So I'll be graduating high school June 19th, and June 20th I'm leaving to youth camp for 2 months
On your birthday.
on my birthday.
And you will be back when?
I'll be back August 21st.
Okay. So we'll work that
Just
out.
July,
I may
June
do
and
the
July,
shows in Marco's place, most likely. So we'll work all that out.
Help you too if
Yeah,
you want.
we'll work
So
all that. Yeah, great.
we'll work.
We'll
Yep.
work all that out.
Yep. Yeah. So right now that I'm graduating, my main goal is to like continue my show. It motivates me every day that I don't something to look out. And I wake up every morning. Like now, I'm motivating my mom, and
To make her bed.
no. So before, me and mom wasn't in good relationship like that with mom, and because mom and son, because there's a time when me and my mom, I live with my dad and we weren't together, so it's tough now that we're more together. But now I motivate her when she's sad, and when I'm sad, she motivates
That's
me.
beautiful.
So I tell her
That's the way it
sometimes
should be.
she has her own store, and with clothes and stuff, and I motivate her each day, to continue, because she babysits kids. She been babysitting kids for 14, 16 years now, and so I want to motivate her that there's something out there for her too, even her age. It's like she can continue.
You're right.
Like I told my mom, I was like, Mom, don't dream for a bike. Dream for like a Lamborghini or something. You
go.
know, dream for something bigger.
Put it out there, baby.
Right?
Put it out
I'm
there.
saying like, no, for real. Like I dream big. I don't think I'm gonna be big one day, but
But your dreams
I-
will always be big.
I dream that my first goal is to buy my mom a house, and I don't give up, and I know that I'm probably achieve it.
You
one
know
day.
who else's goal that was? Elvis, and he did. So keep dreaming, baby.
Yeah, like
yeah,
every
that's
day,
true.
like I told Ava the other day, there's a beautiful house I like near my
He
like.
passes by and he says, "I gotta show you. That's
It's
my house."
no, and it's like I say every day, that's gonna be my house. That's gonna be my house, or maybe that's gonna be my house, but it's gonna be like that. So I just always had faith, you know. So growing up, even though what I went through, what I saw my mom, my dad did to my mom, and all that stuff, made me stronger. Made me become the person I am now, you know, because it's like you don't want to be what your parents, like what your dad were, you want to be better than what your dad was,
There you go.
So that's what I want to do, I want to be better than what my dad was.
So what he's really saying is, it doesn't matter what your circumstances are. You
Or
have
your age.
choices to make, and you can better your life regardless.
Yes. Also, we were talking about the schools. So we have our nurse V. I love her so much. She's a great person. And there's this kid in my school. His mom died of cancer like 4 years ago, and he doesn't really have a mom around with him. So she's always motivates him. He just got suspended right now for 10 days. He's still graduating, but it's like, he needs somebody to help him,
Needs a
And
person.
He needs
this
a
is
person,
really
yeah, I
the
was just
only
gonna say
person
that.
that really helps him.
Needs a person.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the type of person I want to motivate,
Yep.
So it's
You
like,
want to be his person.
yes,
Mhm.
So it's 6:05, guys.
Yes.
So what would you like to say?
I love you guys.
No, this is how we're going to close out our shows.
Yeah.
So so you're going to tell everybody again what you want them to know about,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
they
yeah,
can
yeah.
find you,
Yeah, I know.
All right, well, so,
So you guys want to give a shout out to your social media so you guys, people can find you guys?
Yes, you can find us on Facebook at The Unforgotten Haven. If you put The Unforgotten Haven and a dash, our 27 projects will pop up. We have a page for every project.
Oh, that's
You guys are just busy.
We also have a website. It's theunforgottenhaven.org. And you can message us through Facebook, or you can email us at theunforgottenhaven@comcast.net.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. Want to give out your...
Sure. So for me, Instagram is Alyssa Lego. That's my personal Instagram. You can DM me. Facebook, my personal Facebook is, again, Alyssa Lego. You can message me at any time. And then for my different things, Shop Sell Strut. It's just Shop Sell Strut. And then Brand Day, it's Brand Day Style. And then there you can find all of our posts for Shop Sell Strut. You can find all of the information about the event coming up on Saturday. And there will also be links to our website, so you guys can check that out too, as well as our YouTube. So thank you so much for having me. For those watching that have helped me, thank you so much. I really have the best village. I cannot wait for Saturday. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I was so honored to be on the show tonight.
she's 45.
Wait. You guys want to hear something? So what she said, DM me. It means direct message.
I didn't know what it
Listen,
was.
listen.
I'm sorry.
Listen.
Who's not gonna know what that
That's
means?
how you know I'm getting old. I just found out that like this week what that
no,
meant.
No,
No,
I don't know what that means.
I didn't know what that mean until this week.
Direct message.
Direct
Oh,
message.
got it.
So
Okay.
you get it? Like I'm saying that I didn't know what that mean until.
Gino, did you know what that meant?
I heard it before, but I wasn't sure.
But what
now
I'm
you
saying
know.
is that she's 15,
Direct
I'm 19,
message.
right? But I'm getting old.
Oh, wow.
It's like
Yeah, I didn't know what she meant. I wasn't
no, there's
gonna
so many
ask.
stuff. Listen, there's people who texted me. They're like, LOL. Like I just found out what LOL was like a year ago.
Yeah, those people that text me are messed up too. That can't call and talk to me. Yes, I get that,
I
Mark.
love you.
It took me a while to figure out what SMH was,
Shaking my
But
head.
yes.
I was told that by my grandson.
but I know it now.
So Ava, you want to give out your social
Sure.
media stuff out too?
Sure, thank you. My website is 4astar.com, the number 4astar.com. You can also find us at Ava's Eye Bags, bags with a Z, avaseyebags.com, and on Facebook, Ava's Eye Bags, 4astar. And yeah, thank you.
Jerry? Hey Jerry, I love you.
You too, Mark. Jerry Petito. Jerry Petito, Geri PETITO. I'm making it easy for you guys, okay? You can find me on Facebook. Once you do that, then I can tell you where to find me with everything else, okay? My book is I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. You can find my show here on hamiltonradio.net, Tuesday nights, 5 to 6:30 p.m., guys. You don't want to miss them.
So really quick, talk about your book.
What about my book?
No, it has motivated me to start. I want to start my own book.
So you say it.
So you know what
Right?
everything. So what I went through, coming here to America, you know, and stuff like that. What I'm going through, when I went through, I want other people to, you know, see what I went through, you know, and how I am now.
That's right.
You know how God brought me here now. You
That's
know.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I'm gonna give you guys a
There it goes.
Bible verse.
Love it.
Just 1 minute.
He runs the show, right? The man upstairs is always running the show
The
down
man
here.
upstairs.
Listen, my dimples run the show. Oh, listen.
Oh, they're running the show now? I don't know.
All right. I am beautiful because God says I am. Does it even matter what anybody else think? 2 Corinthians 3:18. So.
That's a beautiful verse.
Yeah, I
So,
like that.
does it even matter what anybody else thinks?
This is what the guy that came today for the master class was saying. He was like, he's like, I'm a 400 pound guy and all of that. He was like, I'm happy who I am, and it was like, just be happy who you are, you know.
So, does it matter what anybody else thinks?
Oh, just be yourself.
That's right.
Dream big.
It only matters what you think of yourself.
There's this. Listen, I think I have my song for when I start.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys heard about that song.
So share it.
I think it's from Disney. I don't know if you heard it before. Dream Break Princess.
Oh, my brother listens to that all the time.
It's a pretty song.
Copyright though.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
that
might have
sucks.
issues. But
Sorry, we're working
I'll
on
sing it
something for you,
myself.
so
relax.
why can't no? But why can't you? Listen, you and I can make words up, or sort
I'm
of
already
like it,
working on
and you
something.
can sing it. Oh well, then you see.
I mean,
We're
you could
working on
always
something.
contact Disney and just partner with them. If you're really going to
Yeah.
dream big, I mean, just go for it.
No.
We could try that
Yeah,
too.
that's a
Hey,
good
hey,
idea.
it was like
There you go.
DMC came to our school,
Okay.
and one of my parents, he can use the songs now because DMC said that he can use the songs for his
Okay.
films and stuff.
So there you go.
So yep. So
Okay. So we have a couple minutes, guys. What do you want to? We could share something else. So let's talk about that verse though, because I really want to talk about that verse a minute. So I'm the first one to say, I don't care what other people think, as long as, because there is a fine line. I don't care what other people think as long as what I'm doing is right. See, I'm not going to be one of those people where I can do whatever I want and I could hurt anybody I want and I could and not care what other people
Right.
think. That's not what we mean by this, and that's certainly not what God means by this. So what God is really trying to say is only worry about what he thinks and what you feel inside as long as you're doing what's right, because that's important. That's important. And do you remember I told you about that poem I have? It's called The Man in the Glass.
yeah.
Okay? So when you look in the mirror, guys, and you wake up or you go to sleep and you got to look in that mirror, you have to like the man in the glass.
Like I tell my mom sometimes, she was like, I was like, because I look, I don't think I'm a handsome guy.
You're adorable. I
just
love
think
your
I'm cute.
dimples.
Yes,
But-
you do.
So I wake up every morning, I look at myself in the mirror, and my mom's like, stop looking at yourself so much in the mirror. I'm like, Mom, because back then when I was smaller, it was like I didn't think of me as, you know, handsome or whatever. I thought that I was ugly and stuff. So it was like now
Now you love yourself.
so now I like myself.
That's
I'm like,
beautiful.
Mom, you should do the same thing every morning.
That's right.
Do you know that I think some of that too has to, I've been thinking about this a lot lately in a lot of different aspects, is positivity versus negativity.
Yep.
Yes.
If you wake up every morning with a
Yep.
positive attitude, you will go so much further in life than
That's
the
true.
people who look at all the negative. So if you look in that mirror and you say, you know what, I am a fine person, then you're going to have a fine day.
It's funny you talk about the man in the glass, because my sister and I have always used the phrase, you know, when I look in the mirror, I like who's looking back.
That's beautiful.
And that's and it's funny that you say that, because we say that all the time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful.
So yes, guys, never stop. Dream big.
Dream big. Never stop dreaming.
Yep. And dream big.
There you go. Well, I want to thank everybody as well for being here. I want to thank
Yes,
you
thank
for
you
your
guys for
show.
coming.
Dream big or go home.
Dream big.
I
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
thank you guys for coming. Hey,
Thank you for
guys
having us.
motivated me. You know, you got a motivation from you too. You know.
Thank you.
We all learn from each other.
right.
We all get motivated from each other.
You motivate me. I love your show. So everybody out there, I'm going to say this again. Please, as a favor to Hamilton Radio, as a favor to me, as a favor to Marco, Ava, who drives Marco, she's amazing. Can you please share this show? Share your butts off. And with that,
Thank you,
thank
guys.
you, everybody
And
out
God
there.
bless.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
These things are stuck to my head.